Hi everyone, this is Sunil here. Hope you're all doing great. So we're going to start this class, and in this class we're going to talk about cleanse functions, the cleansing abilities of Informatica MDM, what are the limitations, what are all the external configurations you could do and all that. So let's start. These are the cleanse functions that you can see here. So first of all, these are all the different custom cleanse functions that are, these are all the cleanse functions that are provided by Informatica by default. Comes with the product, and you can check all of this. All these are very basic thing. This one talks about how to concatenate. So for example, let's say I have something called as Sunil, and this is my name, and I want to concatenate this, and you can see the output. So similarly, you have all these basic functions, basic features that are provided to support this, and if you want to extend it, you can also see there are some other features. For example, like you can see here there is a miscellaneous functions. Now this is used for manual rejecting. This is the lookup feature that you have in there, and you have different math functions, not really necessary, but logic functions are pretty much important. You can see all these logic functions are very important, and you can see the date conversion. This is also very much important, and custom is something that is created by the user, right? So you will see that the cleansing abilities of Informatica MDM is quite limited. So by default it is quite limited, so you need a mechanism to extend it to create some more cleansing abilities. How do you do that? You can either integrate external adapters with Informatica MDM and use them as a cleanse functions. For example, you could always integrate something like Trillium, or you want to do it with First Logic or IDQ if you want to do, or the SAP data services if you want to integrate that. If you can also do that, right? So these are the different options, but you need separate licensing for all of that. Now let's talk about by default what are all the things that you can do. So you take a log. Right now you can see here there are three types of thing I can do. I can add a user library, I can add a Java library, and I can also add an IDQ library. Basically what user library is the most important thing, because you're going to create all the custom things in the user library, and in the Java library not needed in most of the cases. But if you want to import the program, what do you say, let's say if you have a Java program and if you want to import it as a cleanse function, you could do that, and you need to use this particular feature. You have to create the program, the Java program there, and you export it to a jar file. Then you need to import that Java program in here, okay? And then you have an IDQ library. If you want to use IDQ as a cleanse function, IDQ mapping as a cleanse function in here, you can use that, but that's a disadvantage. The problem is IDQ, the call to IDQ will be made on the architecture of web services, and web services have their own drawbacks. That is, if there is some problem with the network or IDQ server, then that's going to impact the MDM. And basically there are a lot of disadvantages. Web services are always slow if you want to process a lot of data. Web services are very good if you want to process few set of data in real time. That's really good, but if you want to process more, then that's not that effective, right? You don't want to use that. It's better to go with batch style. Now let's try to go and create a user library and see. Let's say I'll name it as demo, right? So you can create a user library which is nothing but just a folder, and inside of this you are going to create all the different custom functions. For example, if you want to create a there are basically three types of functions. One is a graph function, one is an cleanse list. I think there is some error in here in this particular repository. Let me check it in something else. So this is done now, as you can see here. Let me go here, and when I right click I can see three different things. I can see an add a graph function, add a regex function, add a cleanse list, right? So these are the three things I can see. So basically these are all the things that you can do. And regarding the graph function, regular expression function, and cleanse list, I have discussed regarding all of this in separate videos. You can check it out. right? Because these are all full-fledged functions, and I don't want to repeat whatever I said, right? So you create all of this, and basically regular expression function is something that leverages the feature of regular expression. Cleanse list can be used for standardization, it can be used for validation as well. It's quite versatile, and it's the most important tool. You check the other video. And you have graph function. That's nothing but it's a maplet concept what you have in Informatica Power Center or in most of the ETL tools, right? There's the same feature that you have. And yeah, so that's all the cleansing features that you have. And if you want to integrate address doctor as well, the way you do it in IDQ, so you can also do it here. You need to do certain mandatory steps that's there in the cleanse adapter guide, and once you do it, you need a separate license for this, right? So once you have this files, all the XML files, you configure it and all those things you need to do. Once you do this, for example, this is clearly mentioned in here, the cleanse adapter guide. It must be in here. Yeah, right. This is what I'm talking about, the cleanse adapter guide. You can check the address doctor how to integrate it, and once you do that, you can use this as a cleanse function. You can simply use it as a cleanse function to either correct the data or validate the data or enrich the data. You could use it, right? And for example, this is used in here, as you can see here. In here you can see this is used as this is my address doctor, what you see here. And yeah, these are all, I'm passing all the parameters and all this to that. So basically yeah, for address doctor also I made a separate video, you can check it out. Okay, so this was a short demonstration on the cleansing abilities, features, and how to extend all of the things, right? So I'll finish the video with that. Thanks guys, thank you very much for watching. Thanks.